Hey, I'm going to be replacing the battery cable, negative battery cable in this 88 Mustang GT. Previous cable I've already removed. You can see they had just a butt connector connecting here. They did have a larger cable that came from the battery terminal over to the top of the air conditioning bracket, which I've since removed the air conditioning. So I want to go ahead and replace the battery cable while I was doing that. The battery cable that was in here was probably maybe a foot long. It was very short, maybe a foot and a half. So it basically came from the battery terminal to here, and then it had a small wire coming from the battery terminal and connecting to this. So the new cable, you can see, is really long. It's probably 3 feet long. Picked this up from LMR. It's got a nice factory style connection on here. Another factory type connection here. It's good quality. It's got the factory connector here, which fastens to the vehicle. And then it's got this piece that attaches to the sidewall. I'm going to show you where this end of the cable connects to the engine, since it's not since my previous cable wasn't in the correct location. Let's look under the car real quick. So you may notice some things that are out of place compared to your car. Like I said, I removed the air conditioning and relocated the power steering pump. But the bolt where I'm going to be putting the battery cable is right here. So it's on the front of the block, just above the oil pan, right here, kind of in front of the oil filter. But this is facing the front of the vehicle. And this is a 1/2 inch that I'm using, so I'm just going to remove that. There we go. Alright, so let's grab the new cable. Alright, so the new cable is going to install the negative terminal, which will be towards the front, come around the back. The factory clip is going to clip into the firewall, probably, and maybe where this old clip is here, somewhere in this area. It'll run around the battery and then go down to there. Just to make it easier, I'm going to install the ring terminal on the engine block first and then feed the cable up from underneath. As I begin to tighten down the bolt rather, I'm going to pivot the cable around so it's pointing up in the general direction of where it needs to go to get to the battery. piece. Alright, as you can see, the cable is now kind of going up in the right direction. I think you might be able to see it. Set right here. So I've got this tight now, and yeah, the cable is going up. And I'm just going to feed. I'll go up top and pull the rest of this cable up through to above. Supposed to come around behind the battery, and the this little plastic clip looks like it's going to be this one right here on the side. So I'll pull this out, plug the new one in there. This, the ring terminal, is going to mount right here, and that is a it's a 5/16. If I can get that clip off of there. There we go. So I figured out exactly how I want to route this. Since the old cable in here was not correct, I don't have the original cable to go by. You know, it's following the correct routing. Make sure this is fed the right direction. I do believe that will be correct, but my cable still seems pretty long. It's over here close to the it's actually touching the header here, so I'm gonna have to make sure this is definitely tied off in a way to keep it from moving around. Let's see, so we've got the other end connected. I'll go ahead and connect here. Which is proving to be impossible with one hand. So I'm going to turn this off for 1 second. Actually, once I swap out this connection with this one, and since this is no longer needed, I don't even need this entire ring connector on here, the one that was originally on here. So I'm going to take that back off and just have my one new battery terminal on here. So this connection, this just squeezes in and this will pull apart. So this old piece I can just get rid of completely. That's what that connector looks like inside. Which matches up with the new one. Now I just have my one single wire here. There we go, perfect. So now that's nice and neat there. Sorry about the sun with all the shadows. Alright, I'm going to grab the battery, put it in place, and I'm going to tie off the negative cable in a place where it's not going to be moving around and end up getting against the header right here. So I can see the battery cable is going to fit perfectly right here. I'm going to go ahead and tie it off, I think, to the power steering hose that comes off the bottom side of the power steering pump. Yeah, it should be perfect. Alright, so I've got the cable tied off now. I actually tied it off to this long ground that runs down under the car, and then also put a kind of a loose tie wrap on the power steering hose here, so that should hold it steady enough. Then just to recap, I want to show you everything I used to do this battery cable install. 1/2-inch wrench you'll need for the terminal at the block. You can use a ratchet if you want on the battery connections itself. Use 5/16 for that ring connection on the firewall. Use a little pry bar to pull off the clip from the firewall, and then a couple zip ties and some cutters for those. And that's it.